Oh snap! Was he sitting here rapping about that?
Probably, actually. I don't know where he was. It might have been.
Could have been actually.
Possible.
Yeah,
Just
possible.
before.
Maybe he was looking at it. That's why he was looking at it. Like, I was like, this nigga here, why
thought he was popping off?
PEP home furniture?
God, he was looking at it right there.
And I was giving him props. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Like, off top. Yeah.
I'm giving him
You
props.
and I know all about that.
Coffee, da.
You know? Yeah.
That coffee.
You and I know all about that.
Mucho.
Mucho gracias.
I'm gonna try my best to not interview you, but I also have questions.
Alright.
Just
We,
so we're
we're gonna
clear.
hang out. We're gonna talk.
Let's chat.
You ready? $1 million rap cruise. Check the 6. Explicit.
I'm so happy about the clips.
What we've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah. No, I haven't even bumped the album properly because I'm so inundated with
Interviews.
like, and I'm not even trying to watch them, but like, as soon as you start clicking, it made me question the
You
algorithm.
changed your watch to another one.
Oh, this is the one I wanted to wear. This other one, I forgot.
You literally switched it up right now. I was watching.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
put
I
the
wasn't
chain
wearing.
on too.
No, I wasn't.
Put
I
the
wasn't
chain
wearing
on
a
too.
watch.
So
I
it's
reached into
rapper
my
time.
pocket. There was 2 watches.
Yeah.
I put one on the side.
Yeah.
And
What's the other one on the side? Let me see.
it's an homage to a Rolex Daytona
Why?
by Sterling. Yeah, Sterling original. Extremely affordable homage company.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
What's
not.
extremely affordable?
Hey, you're coming in and niggas.
Fuck.
So now.
Comparatively speaking, in the realm of
Nah, you don't have to do all
You know what
that.
it reminds me of? It reminds me
3 bands.
Oh, okay.
of a Submarine, like more than a Daytona.
I feel you. So exactly. So in terms of the
I don't know why they call it Submariner. Why was it Submariner? I don't know.
Submarine,
Submariner.
it's America. Talk. So in terms of like the
It's dope though.
It's kind of
like
heavy though.
it is, yeah. Like the bezel.
You keep all this shit in the episode.
The
please.
bezel is like yeah. No, I'm a watch nerd. So in terms of like the bezel, the face, and the multifunctions of the.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just forgot what this caliber is called.
Yes, sir.
It's Daytona, and then the guards and the dive watch functionality, Submariner. Yeah.
Bet.
Nice.
But yeah, I love them, but obviously you can't afford them, so I'm not gonna go to small.
Yet.
I mean, even when I can, I'm not sure how much. Some of them are a good investment, like the Holy Trinity.
We didn't say anything about you buying them. Said afford.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could, but I won't. Oh, I'd love to. I can't wait to get to that stage of my life.
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal right there.
Because I see Mosquito driving a compressor that my principal drove.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mercedes compressor that
Which
my
one?
principal drove.
The hatchback?
Not the hatchback, but one of the first,
I
like...
want the hatchback, like the
The hatchback
CLCs.
was a CL.
yeah,
the CLC.
Yeah.
CL.
Nah,
Yeah, not-
CLC.
Yeah, CLC was later. Yeah.
Yeah.
CL is a long 3-door.
Yeah.
It's a different car.
Yeah.
Oh.
CLC.
There is a CLC compressor, definitely.
Yeah. It
But
came
he
out
was
with
just
the W204 ne? Around those times. Yeah.
But-
Yeah. So
Because even the grill looks like
Yeah,
a
it's a
W204.
W204.
Yeah.
the last time I saw Mosquito, he was driving I think a 2012.
Oh, nice.
MG.
That's the right
They still
time.
made
Yeah.
compressors
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I think
Oh,
they were. I
CLC,
think they were
yeah.
ending.
Yeah.
They were ending, yeah.
Yeah, they
But
just
then
continued
he's
the
got
joints.
like, I know personally
Man, he's
8
balling.
houses. 8 houses in
Yeah.
around the country.
There's a
Two of
story.
them-
There's a story a homie said, like he flew him out to Durban, and then he took him to like a plot of land.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, "Awanamo, you can buy this with those 2 cars that you bought. You know, so invest in this." Like he been about that. I forget who told that story. I forget who told that story. Such a dope ass story.
Show.
Let's go.
I'm going in.
You can keep whatever. Let's go. Yeah.
Keep all that in there.
You can keep whatever.
Watch talk.
Don't
Mosquito
get me
talk.
started, boy.
Keep all that in there. Do your thing.
Oh, they're doing this now.
Yeah, don't lose your top.
Yeah.
Don't lose your top, boy.
Better talk.
Don't lose your head top.
I come going in. Blumba Chicken Charmaine, aka Big Gwaan, and a whole bunch of other AKAs. Sobering Podcast, Season 9, Episode 11. We're in this.
You're definitely in this. It's Big Frat, aka Young School of Excellence. I'll teach you how to kick it.
Nice.
Kiki to our fit.
Yeah.
Kalubi to our fit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? New to the team.
Got an amazing guest. I mean, an ego one too. Huh? I mean, they'll talk about competitions. My man's been doing it since Jam Alley, nigga. I mean, 20 grand. 20.
It's terror.
The 20 grand MC.
Yes, right.
When 20 grand was a lit amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you guys were hip to the streaming life.
Yeah.
My man's.
Can we speak
own
on
it.
that?
Oh, my man's. You know, love to everybody streaming though.
Absolutely.
I mean, big love.
Absolutely.
But a futurist
Except
of note. Hectic.
Carry on.
Ah, damn. Okay.
I hope you're not South African.
On Germany, were you with Envy? Did you win the year before, or were you guys in the same year?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, but just for formalities. Welcome, Maraza, yo.
Unjo manam kapu pepe pele zitsoto mnyanya wathi natholakala wabhebhelisela kazetsheni ngoba nakhe sawa amazolo Mr. Lord of the Rings in the building ngikhona mangikhomisa emibili phezulu kusho ukuthi kunemibili ebheke phansi.
Yeah, we don't understand that.
Yeah.
But we were
Who's down?
Yeah. And the nice part about doing that thing, that Zulu thing is you could just say whatever and people start making noise and you start yeah, I'm out here, you know what I mean?
As long as you do sing it fast enough.
With chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Some
This is
bigger,
the
like,
table. Just like everybody else, I'm out here eating on the table, digesting, and then the next day I hopefully have a good bowel movement.
Stop doing that with rap niggas.
They do that. I hate that so much when because obviously I started in the battle rap era and the audience at some point became trained to expect a punchline on the fourth bar.
Yeah.
And the DJ would cut the beat. I was at Back to the City in 2009 or 10 watching and listening, and then when people go, "Oh," I'd grab the person next and say, "What
What did you say? They still do that in battles now.
Yeah. To this day, and it's a crazy.
Enlighten me. What did he say?
Yeah, what did he say? What are you wilding about? It's like, I don't know, but it's provocative. No, it's not. It gets the people going.
I had a chat with a guy at a battle. I was like, the battle scene is so weird because like when you're at the battle, people react different, you know? But when you watch it back on YouTube, you're like, this actually wasn't hard.
No.
Like,
that wasn't
it's like,
it,
what
man.
was he saying?
Not at
like,
the very
what's happening?
No. So I won right after Envy. I think Envy, to the best of my knowledge, is the first, was the champion of the first rap competition. I think can I say the name? It's rap.
Knickknacks.
The Knickknacks, rap competition.
Yeah.
Was that the first rap competition?
That's why I'm saying I stand to be corrected. To the best of my knowledge, it's the first one that I knew about that had a cash money, and it was 30K, by the way.
Shell Road to Fame.
You know what I'm saying? My nigga D nice because he be nice.
Oh, you just exposed
Shout D, man.
I should not have sung along because he exposed how old he is, and I just might have shown that I'm older because you know the name, I know the song.
Yeah.
Shout out to D, though.
That's Shout Out to Fame discovered Cypho.
You going deep. I didn't
I
know
think
that.
Rebecca Malopez was on there at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she was crawling on the floor
You know,
somewhere.
we had an uncle who was getting married. Rebecca Malupe was singing out there in the hood randomly.
Really?
Before she
I
was big.
always knew you were. I always knew they came from.
I don't remember.
Yo,
Nah,
these,
she was
these
big.
Bruce
Like,
just
there's a
mentioned
video.
the Mercedes
There's a
I've never heard of. Hey,
W204. That's
What?
a C-Class.
You know
That's a
it.
C-Class from a period of like 2008 to 2013 or something.
13.
Yeah.
The famous.
That's the shape. That's the shape
That's
that they
the shape.
call it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a C-Class. What are these WWEs?
Yeah, but like when you say
it's the
C-Class, they got
series,
different
like-
shapes.
Even with BMW, they'll.
Yo,
I forgot what.
MK, what?
No.
E40.
E40,
Yeah.
E40. Yeah.
What was, so that's the build. I think I don't want to say the chassis also or the thing at that time.
Yeah.
But it's that. So this famous was like the W118, nah? That's the old school one.
Yeah.
And then you get up to 204 is like, I don't want to say Mercedes' last days
Yeah.
of.
Glory.
The C63.
Yeah,
The C63.
Yeah.
I think that's where the first C63 came in even.
Yeah.
With the-
And I think a lot of
The one before, I think, was the first one.
probably naturally
Oh, really?
aspirated
The one
as
with
well.
with the. Yeah, that C63 is the one. The one.
Do you know which cars I know growing up? Feet.
Feet.
Alright, man.
That's a nice car.
Let's
Where I come
go.
from.
You know, you could have said you don't want to talk about cars.
Yeah.
Let's go. We'll talk about rap competitions. Let's go back.
Okay, sure. Germany was an interesting one for me, and it's crazy that you asked me this now because a few nights ago, I kid you not, I'm streaming, and this dude says, "Maraza." I'm like, why did you stop rapping? Why did you stop doing the Just That style? Because it was also dope. Now, mind you, that it sounds dumber how he wrote it, because he wrote it in Zulu, right? Why are you rapper style as a Just That? Ngoba sasi dope naso. I'm like, are you really asking me to sound like 2 decades ago? And then I look at his name, and his name is Rapperization. I'm like, oh, I see where you're stuck. You're stuck in an era.
Stuck is a strong word. Maybe you see his preference.
Rapperization. Hey, shout out. I guess I just made it famous.
Shout out to
Shout out Rapperization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the building. But it's,
Hope you're a good guy, man.
Yeah, hope
know?
you're alright.
But that's where really, for me, I think that's where I started to see the artist that I would have liked to be when I started getting into rap battles, and because I was part of a group called Just That.
yeah.
And then I entered the competition Jameli Versus, which was hosted by Proverb on Jameli SABC1. I was the champion of KZN, and then I went on. Shout out Verb, man! Shout out Verb. And then I went on to. He's actually one of my biggest inspirations as well in terms of going into television. And then from there, I went into, and we can talk about that later. I went into the national competition of the Jameli Versus, and I won 20,000 rand and a 500,000 rand recording contract with Ghetto Rough at the time. Which was a scam.
Bold words. Say more.
True ones. Yeah, factual ones. So the one thing I did get, I got my 20,
Yeah.
right? Got it tatted on me. And then
20 bags.
know what I mean? Then I got the Sony Mkongo entertainment system,
Of course.
which I pawned in 2014.
Get a plaster.
Know what I mean?
Upon it so late, was it still valuable then?
Extremely.
I think maybe also it was antique then. People
Yeah,
were like,
I know.
yo, this
You
is
need
the
to
one.
calm down. I'm a guest. I feel
It was
attacked.
5 years. Does it make it antique?
No.
Oh.
So you know what happened? You know what happened at the time? Actually, there was a strong man. There was a change. There was a change in in audio. So
technology changed really rapidly at that time.
Exactly. So at that time,
the MP3s
surround sound was 6.1.
And then the 5.1 sound was coming in.
With the small, the ones you put there by the wall.
Yeah.
So people still wanted
People thought like it was like So it was like still like when I say antique, it wasn't that it was old. It was just like they don't make them like this no more because in the stores they're selling like
you know, and it was genuinely what a hi-fi system is supposed to be.
What
high
fidelity, my nigga.
What was it? Techniques or something like that?
Sony.
Sony.
Yeah.
Sony Techniques and Pioneer were the ones back.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, Techniques had its run as well.
I said Sony Techniques and Pioneer.
I used to record Technic on a Technics stereo, and I would dub my
2-tape. Twin deck.
And I would dub over my aunt's Deborah Fraser gospel CD. I just put paper in the opening
toilet
there.
paper or foil.
If you want to go
record. And then next thing,
that's how I first recorded. That was like the gateway.
Exactly. And then now next thing I went to they're chilling with your aunt and they're playing Oh Jehovah. Yeah. So from there I went on to do Channel MC Africa. And that's where I met a brew called Mr. Caliber.
You were a career contestant.
I was a career criminal, man.
That's the one with Wordsworth, ne?
No, Wordsworth was the previous year, ne? Was Wordsworth our year? No, it wasn't.
No. Well, I know the previous year was...
Who won the previous year?
Snaz. Snaz D.
Yeah.
The Snaz... Damn. Snaz then was a career
It was the last battle.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I remember the last battle. Quite a bit.
Shout out Snaz the Dictator.
Shout out Snaz the Dictator. Shout out Adamus as well. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
That was passed on.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know.
He did, and it wasn't in the best of spaces at the time.
Crazy, man. Rest in peace, Adamus, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's happening to a lot of rappers, man. Where you bump into bros asking for change at a taxi rank.
Yeah. Yeah.
This happening to a lot. I one of the bros I was in the group just that with, we laid him to rest last year, if I'm not mistaken, early last year. And he was not all right mentally.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been for a very long time. And he's one of the best freestyle rappers I've ever known. So I just wondered to myself, like, what is it about the psychology of being a rapper that makes...
You think it's just a rapper? You think it's just like...
I mean, maybe it's because of my vantage point, but from where I'm
Because I'm sure there's quite the artists that like suffer the same fate.
Probably, but then to me, you're still within the branches of the same tree.
Yeah.
Because
so my branch is like musicians from the hood in general.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Are you talking about being down and out?
Yeah.
Or losing it?
I see what you're saying. That's why when you're talking about the psychology of it.
I'm talking about losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I very often, like, I'm talking to you right now, but there's like 3 other thoughts in my head. And I'm just managing them.
There were jazz artists that were like that too.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, but
it's a genius thing. It's not like, for me, it's like...
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I guess. And I sometimes think I'm going crazy, but I had to leave that part of my career because I did not want to get typecast. One thing I saw, Callie, when we were competing together, and you know, I'm sorry I had to do you like that, but
you didn't do me anything.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, the judges were bugging then.
Yeah. We didn't battle.
We're not going to talk about it, but the judges were bugging.
Another homie.
Yeah,
it wasn't me.
Hold on.
Feel me?
I mean, I was gonna let it slide.
Slide away, bro. Slide away.
Nah.
Hey, hold on.
I was
Who
in the
was
crowd.
bugging?
I was in the crowd, so I saw it from like a neutral perspective.
Yeah. All right. So watching
the
your
neutral
brother,
perspective,
you were neutral.
the neutral perspective was like, this is MC Africa. it's dope to have a person who can flip it in vernac too.
Look, all I'm saying is that you didn't go face to face.
And I've
I told you from an audience perspective a nice analysis. And
I understood. Like we understood it, and I'm not saying he killed you. I'm not saying you killed him because there wasn't.
No,
a
we
bad
didn't.
to him.
We actually-
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm
That's what I'm saying. It's a
We
judge's
actually
thing.
did not.
It's a judge's thing, and like it's like you make perfect sense to win that. You make
Yeah.
perfect sense, and also the
But
charisma
you would
have.
have preferred-
the charisma. Of course, this is my little brother. I
Oh
would-
no, not him. No.
Oh.
Because I didn't face Kelly.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be real, as much as there's nothing wrong with the conversation, this is sportsman. Like, if I'm gonna be real, I really don't think I would have won if I had faced you in the end. And the reason I wouldn't have won if I had faced you in the end is because I got attached to you and Phoenix.
Phoenix, I remember.
Yeah. So and that's why I couldn't.
Yeah.
I struggled to handle what's his name,
Adonis.
Sybil Knight. No.
Sybil Knight,
I'm
Adonis,
up
yeah.
with
Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I know. I'm up the floor with Adonis. Sybil Knight. I
Bless the dead.
Yeah. I mean, where he is right now, he would want it to, and also he would want me to say it with chest.
Yeah.
That's the kind of brew he is. He
Yeah.
lived for that.
Yeah, he lived for it.
Yeah. But then I saw them try to make songs, is what I'm trying to get to.
Oh yeah.
And it just was not it. So I saw very early on that, I got into hip hop because of musicians
Yeah.
and the music. And then in hip hop, I discovered the subculture of battle rapping and freestyling. And I fell in love with those as well. And I mastered them to the best of my ability at the time. And so when I got into it and I was competing in that one, I realized that people were getting typecast, and some of them fit the typecast because they couldn't do anything beyond the off the dome rapping about rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what one thing I really dislike about that pocket. It's you're rapping about rapping, you're rapping about your raps. And you're rapping about how your raps are better than other people's raps.
But it needs to exist.
Absolutely. But that can't be a discography.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So from there, I realized, you know what? Actually, I want to make music. So I'm going to gracefully retire from the battle rap scene. It's also caution, because you don't want, if you stay too long, some kid is going to come take you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I bowed out gracefully, and I went on to try and make some actual good songs and good music, which luckily wasn't the first time I was trying to do that. The first thing I tried to do was make songs. Then I went and I did battles, and then I went back to making songs, which I think is what a lot of our peers at the time didn't manage to balance correctly.
Yeah.
I just want to take it back a bit. Get to Rev. Why was it a scam?
So, because, look, admittedly, scam might be a bit of a strong word. And for legal reasons, Spamandla Mhlongo was not scammed by the entity formerly known as Ghetto Rough, led by a certain executive.
All right.
Right.
However,
Now, fuck them niggas, because they had no intention of following through.
Really?
Yeah, those brews.
yeah, no intention of following through, period, or with you.
Period.
Wild.
Well,
Would it have been someone else? Would they?
That's
now this guy just made me think like an adult. I am genuinely of the belief
yeah.
that they had no intention of following through. Period.
Yeah.
But it is very possible that my thinking is contaminated by the fact that I was the winner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
However, what adds credence to my claim is they also did the Halls Beatbox Choir around the same time,
Yeah.
and they did Jamily versus around the same time because I entered both competitions.
Career contestant.
Stop. up.
I love
this is
that.
all like, this is all, close that corporation, okay?
It's early time.
Close that corporation. Yeah, but luckily it was all.
There was no social media for that. That was the social media of that time.
That was, yeah. And it was, I was trending on Mixit.
Yeah.
I was trending on Mixit. What you know about that? And so, and then I win that. I win Germany versus. Then I go enter Hall's Beatbox Choir. And then Hall's Beatbox Choir, I was looking for a group of beatboxers and an MC. And I was winning on the MC side of things. Excuse me. I got to the finals of that. And I'm not sure who eventually ended up winning. I remember there's a beatboxer called Pazgenic and another beatboxer who beatboxes. And then some others, and they won. But nothing ever came of that. So no recordings ever happened. No music ever came out. Now, in the Germany versus competition, the 20K that was going to be supplied by Red Pepper, got that. The TV, plasma, flat screen, first one, right? They're coming out at this time.
Flat screen or plasma, because they're not the same thing.
Flat screen LCD. No, but that one was plasma. I don't think we had LCDs.
Yeah, I don't know.
At that point,
It was early times.
Yeah.
It was HD ready.
Yes, it was not full
Yeah,
HD.
it was HD. Yeah.
Grown-ups. It was full HD. It wasn't full HD. It was HD ready.
Yeah.
It was a dumb TV as well because it didn't have any smart features at all.
Yeah.
That was
that time. At that time.
I mean,
So it's not like you had Netflix to put on there.
It's not like you could from your BlackBerry you could cast
just
into
with the aerial code.
Yeah, you still have to move it. Yeah, well, I got what I was supposed to get from Sony. I got what I was supposed to get from Red Pepper, but I still didn't get what I was supposed to get from this record company. And the Brews who won in the other competition also didn't get it. So then years go by, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. I'm here in Josie. Now I've got a job at Channel O.
Yeah.
I'm presenting Headrush.
Yeah.
Because they saw this squeaky high pitched voice motherfucker. It talks a shitload.
Yeah.
He'd make a great presenter. So I started interchanging Zubs and Proverb. My two idols. We can talk about those people all day, but I was changing them. I write songs and make that. Okay, sure. Headrush, I was presenting Headrush. And then I went to Red Pepper and I'm like, because I went back to the village after the competitions. So you and I met.
Yeah.
I went back home to my village with no electricity and no nothing. And I remember I was sitting on a tree one day on the phone because you couldn't get network on the ground. And I was calling Lance. And I was just like, what's going on with the...
Yo, you wild, man, but it's cool.
No, but
come on.
No, it's a valley.
It's a real
right.
thing.
You have to...
Shout out. It's a funny sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a comfortable tree though. So
Was it a fruit tree?
no. Ironically, I don't know if I could call them Mopani worms if they're in Zululand.
Oh, bunny worms got trees.
No, they can't. You find them on a tree.
A word?
Yeah.
It's not a tree.
And
You
it's
don't
not
find them
it's
on
not
the
just
floor.
any it's not just any
It's a
random.
certain tree.
Yeah, certain trees that they like.
Okay.
South African trivia, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I am
God.
a walking trivia competition. Innit?
So you're on the phone on the tree.
Yeah, I'm on that. It's the very steady branch, and we're talking. I'm like, dog, this guy never answers, and then I change numbers, and airtime is expensive. This is 2008, my guy. Like airtime, yeah, visa. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, okay, we're still working on it. We're doing what, in. I get brushed off. Then I find that the contact details of Red Pepper, and I make one phone call to Red Pepper. Within the hour, I'm on my way. Like I'm walking. Like I remember I just crossed the river into Darnell from my village, going to pick up the post. Going to look at our post box in the local burb, for lack of a better word, Darnell. And then my aunt's phone rings. It's like, I think a Motorola T something.
T190.
Probably, but it's a big brick. It was old even for those
T190
days.
small.
Yeah,
No, it was a big brick. It was old even for those days. The ones that had a battery that would slide out.
Oh,
okay.
Motorola.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, hey, you need to, where you at? You need to come to Jersey right now. I'm like, okay, I'll make a plan. And
Who's this on the phone though?
Lance,
Okay.
2 days later, yeah, you're not serious. It's not gonna work like this. I'm like, yo, be in Jersey. Gandhi, what me hitting up Red Pepper hit a nerve.
Of
So
course.
Red Pepper's like, awa, we commissioned you to do this,
Yeah.
commissioning editor, and now you didn't follow through on the bulk of the.
Also, 500,000 is crazy. It's a crazy amount.
It is a crazy amount. So I cannot say that this person was given that amount,
Yeah.
but it was to the value of
Yeah.
500,000. Now you and I
Yeah.
in TV, we know you can inflate it because it was mostly the use of resources.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they would facilitate the recording of the music, the production of the music, and then they would facilitate the plugging, the public relations, and hopefully the tour management. None of which happened. When I came to Jersey, we ended up having a meeting with them, and then they said, "Yeah, this needs to happen." We went, and then he tried to have. We had like multiple meetings with him. For some reason, he always wanted to have a meeting in Melville at Sixes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But those are
Yeah.
these ends.
Yeah, but and then we're there talking about other artists. It didn't work out for me. From there, I started trying to learn the ropes. We went on tour with him for the Zola 7, and with Cell C, performed all over the country. Gave away a Chrysler convertible, that not the PT Cruiser, but there was a convertible around the PT. No, around not the PT Cruiser, the Chrysler 300C.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a convertible that came around that time.
Yeah.
So that was given away.
The Crossfire.
Crossfire, yeah.
Crossfire.
Yeah.
And that's where I started to learn,
Yeah.
this is the game.
Yeah.
Because
So you were on that tour with Zola?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
throughout. I'm talking stadium status.
Was that through
Concerts.
Through Lance and them, or was
Yeah,
that?
through Lance and them.
Also, he did like do something though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yo.
Was it to remedy what didn't happen?
Yeah, like So what was- okay,
I
what
didn't
was-
get paid for a single show, so
I mean, you got like exposure.
yeah, but like to rabies and AIDS, just a lot of exposure.
Okay, did you pay for your accommodation? Did you pay for your transport?
Food?
Did you pay for your food?
Sometimes, yes, my food. Sometimes,
but accommodation and transport.
no,
They were covered.
no, I didn't.
So I mean,
It was something.
There was something.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
If
You
I
come out of
I mean, it might
pocket
not be.
deep, you know?
Yeah.
no, you're right.
Because also the experience of like nationwide tour, dog.
And you
Till
just
this
said
day,
stadium.
people don't even know what that is.
Invaluable,
You know what I'm saying?
invaluable. I really feel like
It's like those SABC road shows.
Yeah, those were crazy.
We put you on one of those. It
Gone.
changes your
You're
perspective, bro. You
Yeah.
make music with a whole view of South Africa after that.
And I think that's why I'm better than a lot of rappers, because I got exposed to so much that is optional now,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that I think is integral.
Well, it's deemed as optional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's integral.
Yeah.
But for many artists right now, it's optional.
Yeah.
You know, just being able to go to Limpopo and realize that Pedi has multiple dialects. For a kid from the north coast of KZN, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a crazy eye opener
Yeah.
to know ho na le Stokwa, ho na le Slobedi.
It's a little bit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To know that brews in the Val don't sound like brews in Pitori or Hammanskraal. You know what I mean? And so for me, those things were really, really pivotal. Whereas when I look at how, you know, youngins come up now, they come up in the bubble of the internet
Yeah.
or the bubble of Bromfontein. and everyone sort of thinks the same, and we look like we live the same because everyone here is either a student or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't, and then when you're doing an interview with the radio station in Tabanchu, it's over the phone. Whereas I had to
If that
drive
happens
it,
even.
if that even happens. Whereas I had to drive there to Tabanchu and try and find a radio station where at a time when Google wasn't doing Google Earth and keeping
There was
street
no Google
views.
Maps.
There was no Google Maps. There was no street view. We literally had a map in the car.
map book.
Yeah.
And you had to learn to speak to people and ask. Yeah.
The garage is your plug.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're in Rome, so do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
So that's where but when I never got this type of reaction when I was learning Green Lantern, okay?
Green Lantern.
You know, you said you pissed. That's what you said.
I said I pissed. That exercise, it looked like a Green Lantern ring when you flashed.
Oh.
Yeah, it looked like the Green Lantern core symbol. I'm a comic book nerd.
Yeah, you do have a lot of thoughts in your mind
At the same time.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
It's
So,
going.
yeah,
The secret is knowing which one to let out when. Because you're not alone.
You are not alone.
So you got exposure.
yeah.
And like tangible exposure. It was, you know
That's
what I
true.
mean? You know?
Lessons, you got like schooling.
Yeah. So did you record any music under the label at the time?
No,
To
not
go
one.
perform on the road show.
No,
You were just performing your own joints. Where were you recording music then? What joints were you performing there?
that's a crazy question. So the first time I recorded was at a Love Life Youth Center in Mandeni, and we're recording over
Shout out
the
to Love
instrument.
Life.
Shout out to Love Life. We're recording over. You remember when singles used to drop with?
Yeah.
There would be a song.
Acapella.
Instrumental club mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would take like the instrumental, and because all these community radio stations that were budding at the time they had Pro Tools pre-installed so they could record jingles. So tin, Christina Milian, somebody hit the lights.
AM to PM.
From AM to PM. I'd record it. That was the first beat I ever recorded on. And I remember they had a top 10 in that radio community radio station. But out of the 10 songs in the hip hop top 10, there was just 3 beats. Everyone was hopping on the same beat, and it's like, who did it? I swear to you, Emandeni, Love Life, Y Center.
Which beats were they?
It was AM to PM by Christina Milian. It was some old B.I.G. beat. I'm not sure which one.
Not Juicy.
No, not Juicy.
Not the biggest.
Not the big ones, yeah. And then another weird one that I recorded on, I didn't know who it was, but I made a song that was number 1 there. The song is ass. It's absolute ass. I can't stand anything I did before 2024. You know what I mean? So,
That's crazy.
Crazy. Forefront was before 2024 though.
yeah, that just tells you how insecure I am. I don't like anytime. I don't like my old music. I get over my music so quickly. But right now I still perform Gwaan, and it's such a miserable experience.
Hectic.
Yeah, I despise.
You still got the Gwaan merch on too, yeah? Parabellum to the cerebellum.
Yeah. I just created this last year actually. It's one thing understanding what you want and what you like and what you'd prefer versus understanding what the market is looking for. For a very long time, I got into a very deep depression because of Gwaan. Extremely.
I want to hear why.
Because, I think maybe the kiddie stories are over now. When you come from where I come from and you achieve what I achieved in our settings, it's like, yo, shout out. See, you're doing your thing. And then you go back home and they're like, God, you've touched down. Show us your greatness. I remember going home after Gwaan and being in a van taking me to a stanger. And someone in the van said, Nanto celebrities osimpintsha la emotweni. Which means the celebrity brew is
taking up space
in the van that's taking us to the village. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Supposed to come with your car, nigga.
From where?
Yeah, that's what nigga. Yeah.
From Gwaan.
From Gwaan,
You know what I
nigga.
mean?
They hear you on the radio,
In
and
his
see you on
eyes.
TV.
Yeah, in their eyes.
Yeah.
And then I could not stand the idea of not just being Uspamandla. The idea of Maraza being who I am and not a product I created. You know, because when it comes to the music like Gwaan and whatnot, Maraza is a product. Yes, I am Maraza. Maraza is who I am, but I think Mr. Caliber knows Maraza better than someone who only knows Gwaan. So only Mr. Caliber can say they know Maraza, but whoever knows Gwaan, they know the product that is Maraza. And so having to be the product was incredibly jarring. It's something I was never prepared for, and I don't think it's something that I was built for. So Gwaan becomes huge, and then now this is why drugs are so bad, because when you chase a high, and you'll never duplicate the feeling of being high for the first time. You know what I mean?
So you gotta do more.
Exactly. And then it still doesn't get there.
Yeah.
But now when it's music and you're trying to, and everyone is expecting you to hit that or above, if you hit a millimeter below Gwaan, it's a failure. A millimeter below Gwaan is a failure each and every single time. And I had so much to say. I had so much to express. I had so many feelings and emotions that I wanted to put out into the music. I had so many stories to tell. One of my biggest songs was called Bengazuguthi Ngenzeni Indlaling Mele Emqaleni Nkeja Yabona Khala Nephunga Nemaphaketheni. A song I wrote about when I was mugged in Johannesburg at knife point, but I wrote the song from the perspective of the guy who was mugging me. Literally, I talk about a criminal mugging a young boy, and now he's in prison talking to another brew. The young boy in the conversation is me. Now, after Gwaan, everyone is like, give us another Gwaan. Another Gwaan. And in my head, I'm like, you want Gwaan? I made Gwaan. Go back and listen to Gwaan. But when you're done, I'm not trying to rhyme. Come back and listen to this. And no one was hearing that.
I thought you were going to say this one.
I stopped myself.
I know.
You know what I mean? And so it finished me. And at the time I was having kids as well. I had kids, and I had another one on the way, and it was just crazy not being able to go to the store, have my child cry for something, and me say, ask his nana, daddy doesn't have the money right now. And then someone on my left to be like, Gwaan, tengelingani chocolate, man. Bro, can I just be a human?
It's a tough subject, that
Fuck, man.
That's a tough subject, man.
Real.
It messed me up. I'm not gonna lie. I took a break from music at some point. I don't know if people know this, but you know, I'd make songs, but I released half-heartedly. I just put it out there, and I was like, Puma. And then eventually my studio became my worst enemy. I could not stand to be in my studio, and I built a studio in my house. So to a degree, I could not stand to be in my house, but I also could not stand to be outside, because every time I was outside,
You just had to go to the kitchen.
yeah.
Kitchen in 20.
And luckily, I really do love cooking. And yeah, over time, I got over it. And then, then I really had to start growing up the hard way.
What's getting over it, though? Because there's a lot of artists, not even just artists, because I know soap opera actors who quit like acting off of that.
Yeah.
And Bonnet wasn't as hectic as you. It was them like using a taxi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even like we're sitting in the back of a van. It's like taxi. But
Yeah.
I'm taxi. Like they're like,
Yeah, it's still to this
we're
day.
watching you on Generations. Why are you here?
How dare you? You know what I mean?
You know?
Yeah. What was your question?
How did you get over it? What was that like?
I think that I think when I lost my daughter in 2022, I came to the realization.
Yo, that's a.
Sorry, I came to the realization that I'd spent too much time living in a future I was afraid of, and not experiencing the present that I was in.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I went to when we're at the hospital and they're doing CPR, it's going crazy. And meanwhile, I felt like the last breath. I felt her take a last breath in the car like 3 minutes before we got there. But I'm kneeling at the door and I'm praying. And then they said, she's gone. Okay, sharp. Hey, staff running around. Hey, Joe, this bro comes up to me. He's been helping me. My friends arrive. He tells them where to go. In nice guy. Then he says, hey, hard my dog, hard Maraza, man. Yeah. You know, when you're done, I also make music. And
Yo, literally roses, man.
Yeah, fit.
yeah. As I kid you not, this man was walking with me as I was carrying. When the mortician came, I didn't want them to put her on the thing. I was like, can I carry her in there? So I'm holding her, and this guy's walking beside me. Saying, I'm gonna let you do your thing, but when you're done, if I could have your number. Then I had to go to the mortuary to get the forensics. I can't tell you how many photos I took at the morgue with people who worked there. And they had my child's picture on their phone. Like, I also make music. At that point, I realized, okay, I need to start living my life now and stop conflicting with this thing, because even in my darkest moment, people will still see what they saw on TV. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to end it. But it will end me if I keep trying to bash my head against it. And now I have blood, kin, offspring remaining here with me. I need to savor every single day and every single moment
With them.
with those ones.
Yeah.
Because my daughter was 5 years old. I think we went to the park together maybe 4 times.
Crazy.
Because you're always busy.
Nah.
Just because you're scared to go to the park.
You didn't want to deal with people. You don't want to deal with, let me get this photo, let me hear this.
Yeah.
So now
I saw the world as being an extremely dangerous place, and I became incredibly overprotective of the people around me, to a point where I protected them from experiencing me and from experiencing life.
Yeah.
Crazy. So now how do you strike that balance then?
I don't know. I'm still trying.
Yeah. It's just living without the fear, though.
Yeah. Living without the fear is the trickiest one I've found. Because I am still afraid.
Yeah.
It's just that now I wake up and I say, whether you are afraid or not, you still have to do this.
Do it afraid, as the Christians say.
Yeah. You still have to do this.
Yeah.
Like it was such an eye-opening and a growing moment for me when that happened, because it made me realize that not that I thought that I was better than anyone, you know. I mean, I am better than your favorite rappers, but as a human being, I realized that people were like, oh my God, how could this happen? This is so crazy, this is so wild. And I was like, it happens.
Yeah.
You're just shocked that it's happening to me.
Yeah.
You know? And I never thought myself of as being more special than other humans, but that was a albeit unnecessary, but a strong reminder.
Yeah.
You also fair game, my boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am life, and it will happen to you too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's just what I remember every single day, getting up, just like, well. The craziest part is I had just she passed away on the 7th anniversary of the album that had Blind in it, on the day it dropped. And it made me remember, Uguti, hey dog, I just dropped a project called Lost and Found. Because remember I said I went through a deep depression after Gwaan, and then I took a long break, and then I went back in and I made this album called Lost and Found. And I spoke about everything I've been through, and I say, you know, I'd lost it all, but in the end I found myself. I lost everything you could lose. I lost family, I lost friends, I lost money, I lost homes, I lost love. And then that happened, and I was like, never again am I going to speak definitively about life as if I have experienced everything there is to experience. I literally, in the ending of the song, I was like, before you lose it all, I pray you find resilience. That's the last line, because I thought I had lost it all. And I'm saying that while I'm holding my beautiful baby girl. And then life is like, hey, escape. And I'm like, yeah. It's a rude awakening, but I'm awake.
So, man, it's one of the saddest things I've ever heard, man.
Is it sobering?
Yeah.
Very, very sobering.
Very, man.
Yo, you can laugh, Doug. You can laugh.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
We have a saying in my culture. It's uhlekwa noma kufiwe. I think I do use humor as a shield a lot, but literally kuhlekwa noma kufiwe. The one thing you can do,
even in death, laugh.
Yeah, even in death, laugh.
Yeah.
Especially because those who are gone are no longer in pain. So
Hey, true. But on a more lighter bit.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to get to like why I make the
Tell us
music I'm
about
making.
MT.
Yeah.
But even before we get to like MT, because hectic, man.
Ooh.
Ayo.
Funang tin ngayo. Nkinga awusumlungu wami. Okay.
But like, yeah, you really, you kept your doors open for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Like people leaned on you, and I'm guessing I'm sure you have like mad lessons from that. When, let's say like when a lot of people turned their back on Zinga, you know what I mean? That time he was recording
at your spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mashaya, you taught Mashaya Butke a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then MT.
Yeah.
Forefront days.
Like you.
Yeah.
You had a lot of foresight, but what was that intention in terms of I'm just gonna, because it looked like you also didn't expect anything back.
Oh my God, bro. On my stream, I have a stream deck. I have a pull button. I'm hitting that right now.
Yeah.
I did not. I'll tell you an interesting conversation I had with Raf. Raf called me one day. I'll circle back to you. But Raf called me one day and he asked me, hey, boy, that's how Raf speaks. What's your contract with MT? What's it saying? Because at the time, Ambitious is in the picture now. They're trying to sign the boy. And I said to him, we don't have a contract. Like, yeah? Yo, I've never had a contract. I'm like, nah. And Raf was like, okay. All right, cool.
Yo.
So, and the reason I never had a contract with him is I really believed in the boy. And I love music so much that when I discover someone who is incredible, I want to share them. You know what I mean? So when I started taking MT to Raf, when I was still paying Raf for studio time, I was paying Raf for mixing and mastering before I built my own studio. Even when I had my own studio, I still paid Raf for mixing and mastering because he's just infinitely better at it than I am. And so I went on to someone's staring at me. Sorry. So I went on to bring MT there and introduce MT to Raf, and they started working together. I remember taking MT to the Full Clip, and Scoop and Caesar didn't think
Scoop.
Yeah, they didn't think he was it, but that just wasn't where MT was going to shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was there like, oh, Maraza, I'm the battle rapper, and I'm like, yo, I got this kid, bro. Like, this kid is amazing. He makes amazing music, but it just wasn't the right environment for him. So I don't even think to this day MT would get on that platform and shine.
Yeah.
That's not the platform. But everywhere else, I saw that star in him. I saw that star in Masha Pupri. When I met Masha Pupri, he was doing something almost akin to Durban Kwaito music, in a way. And then all the influences I'd had up to that point, making music with, making electronic trap, hip-hop music with Forefront, MT, and then the influence of Abo Raf and all of that. We started making digital maskandi with Masha Pupri. All of those things. I never expected anything back from it. I really think it's because I grew up in an era of hip-hop crews, and I felt maybe there might have been a bit of insecurity being alone. Okay. Maybe I was a bit afraid of being a soloist. Maybe, but I just love the idea of a crew. So I always liked whenever I found.
I think the hip hop we grew up on sold the crew more than the soloist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because even if you'd come in solo, you would try and bring on like a couple of people with you.
Exactly.
To be a posse of some sort.
Yeah. So I was just trying to find my posse, every single time. And so, no, I never expected anything in return. And people always think that I am unhappy with MT, or there's some songs that I've made. Like in the song 6, I literally had to mention MT's name in 6 and say, I know some of you would like to see us beefing, but anything that you see that's untoward, like why I wasn't featured on Avery, there's a label involved there. The label decides who gets on it. That's why they asked me why I wasn't featured on that album. I told them that's a very good question. And it's not because I genuinely refuse to believe that MT does not want to make music with me. I just thought, well, the label is in the picture now, and the label is dictating what happens. So whenever I would make songs addressing betrayal or whatever, people would always assume automatically. And I'm talking about people who are never even famous. That's how petty I can be, I guess. Like, I was dissing unknowns on songs.
An uncle somewhere.
Some uncle somewhere.
Real life.
I was just always talking about real life and what's closest to me. But like, in terms of the people that I recorded at my place, and let me know if I'm straying too far from what you asked.
you're going.
Yeah, like it's always just been for me. Like, I just love what I do. I don't know how many times I've been paid for someone else recording in my studio. People ask me right now, how much is studio time? I'm like, I don't know. I have a studio that's a really good studio. I make great albums in there, but I still don't know how to charge people to come and use it. Because for me, I still largely operate on, I love what you do, and I'm grateful to be a footnote in that book, in that story, you know. So that's what it was even then. You know, I really wanted to see MT be, if I'm going to be 100% honest about Mtembeni in particular, I just wish I could, at the time, tell him I'm proud of him in closer proximity. Yeah. So then I don't know what was happening, but
because when he was gone, he was gone.
When he was gone, he was gone. Yeah. And but also the run is an incredible thing, you know. And I had a run as well with Gwaan, and it was eye-opening. The run when you've got a song is an incredible thing.
Did you get to see why he was gone?
Yes, I did. And I also got to see where he could have maybe fought more for his people.
Oh, okay.
But he's a youngin'. I'll pause for that.
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
real life.
All good. This is all
Yeah.
life.
That's real life.
Okay, yeah. My favorite. That's how I do shit. Like, hey, guys, listen to me. You know what I mean? And this might even be an OLED, okay? For my plasma people out there. Yeah. I also got to see, like, okay, this could have been done better, but also he was a youngin' man.
Yeah.
He was just a kid. Anytime something happened, I was just like, need to look at this like the grown up in the group.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But on your latest album, with you have a song with him.
Yeah, my latest
Which is
mixtape.
really good. You guys, like, funny enough, your opinion bars are even in Sutu, which is like, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And MT does that too. Like, it's
Yeah.
He also comes in Sutu as well, which is like a good song. I guess, was that your guys' first time coming back together?
Yeah, we haven't made a lot of songs. It was our second time.
It's a good one.
Thank you, man.
It's a good
Yeah, Village in the Trap 2. It's been doing really, really well. I think we've clocked 3 million streams across platforms.
Nice.
And it's been out for about a month. A month, close to a month and a half. No. It was a month last week. It came out on my birthday on the 13th of June. And I have him on there. Raf put us together for a song called Oledi, which was on the project pre the life-altering event that was called Lost and Found, where I was like speaking definitively about life, you know. And I was like, it was Oledi, tell my mama that I made it. So when we came back together to do Sweeper, dude, MT was at my wedding, like back home, back home in my village. He didn't have network there, but the tree was gone. Like the tree had been cut. Like, and I was also in my 20s at that time. My bones are not what they used to be, so I'm not climbing to that branch anymore. Yeah, you're gonna have to drive out for signal, my boy. And it's such a beautiful thing every single time we do come together. The one thing that always happens when MT and I are together, though, is I avoid making music. Because I see so little of him. You know, you need to understand, this was my little brother. We lived in the same place. He lived at my house for a while. So whenever I see him, I just want to hear how he's doing, how his kids are doing, how's moms, how's pops. I don't even take pics most of the time, you know. And so a lot of music doesn't get made because we don't hang out enough for me to get through the things I want to get through. So we can say, well, we've got time. Let's make a song. Nah, bro, I want you to tell me how last year was. So when we came together to make that song, it was really beautiful. Shout out to Young Toon for allowing us to record that at a studio, and to Shani J, producer from Cape Town, for making the instrumental and the beats, and to Raf for always being such a solid brew. When he made that song happen, Oledi, the label was in full effect, but Raf did it against that, because I had actually bought a beat from him before he was with Ambitious. And Raf was like, I owe you. Let's make this song. And then just Java called me and said, yo, we're out here. They were in Midrand at the time. And was like, I'd like for us to talk. What's going on? You're in MT. I pulled up, like, gents, what's going on? People are saying this, people are saying that. I'm like, bro, like, nothing, but people will infer. Dave, has anything happened to you that you didn't like? MT doesn't talk much, honestly, contrary to popular belief. And for me, did someone say something? I'm like, nah. Everything is happening in the periphery. But here, there's nothing untoward. And so that's when we made our first song together since it's Blow Up. And then now this recent one, Sweeper.
Yeah.
And we both like blending languages,
Yeah. I mean, like with him from Matatiela, which is like
There's
an intersection of
Zulu.
Yeah.
And me spending as much time as I did in Josie, like I pretty much thoroughly comprehend 9 of our 11 languages, you know, and Afrikaans is not one of them. Hey, who come cake hier?
Man. Ernstig.
What was that one? I didn't even hear that in grade 10.
Like, serious.
Praat jy nie die
Real.
taal nie?
Yo, ek kan nie praat nie.
Maar ik kan mooi praat.
No, net 'n bietjie praat, maar ek kan verstaan jou.
It's crazy you call your latest project a mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Yo, can I be real with y'all? I just want to drop
Music.
more music.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like, here's an album. So I was like,
Why you call it a street album then? Why you call it a mixtape?
that's a mixtape. Street album's a mixtape.
And this is just a mixtape.
You know what I mean? So Village in the Trap 2, but to be honest, Village in the Trap 2, I designed it as my, for lack of a better word, I'll say fan service, but it's really also service of self. It's for hip hop, for rappers, for the rappers rapper, for the MCs MC, and every single year there will be one Village in the Trap. So last year was Village in the Trap 1. This year is Village in the Trap 2, and then in the winter time there's an R&B project, Babies in April. Because it's cold right now. If you're cozying up with someone and you're doing what cozy people do, next year April is 9 months, my boy.
Yeah.
oh,
You know what I mean?
40 weeks.
Yeah, so it's called. That's how you know he's a father.
I'm not.
yeah.
Whose pregnancies are you monitoring?
They told you,
Whose pregnancies are you monitoring?
I mean, it's biology. You taught in school.
I mean, my mom's was a nurse, man, so I picked up a couple of things.
And I didn't finish.
You know.
God damn it. That's what the last 2 weeks of grade 12 were about.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny.
Oh, you didn't finish?
So my mixtape. I
2 weeks away.
I dropped out of high school twice.
Oh, that's a record.
Yeah. And I still finished.
Why'd you go back? Let's start there.
Because I had to. Yeah. The first time I went back was because I really wanted school.
Yeah.
So I dropped out because of living circumstances.
Oh, okay.
The second time I went back was because I had to. So I dropped out while I was in matric, pursuing music. And then I went back and I finished my matric.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't want to, but I went back and I finished.
yeah.
You know?
Did you have to do it through Abed?
Yes, actually,
nice.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well
but I
done,
was
though.
young.
I don't even know what Abed is.
Adult
Adult
basic
basic
education and training.
All right, shout out.
Yeah, and I was young when I did
I
that.
thought it was like a UNISA thing.
No, you know how I ended up doing it like that? Because these schools in the city, Johannesburg, that are in buildings, they're not registered.
Yeah, fly-by-nights.
These fly-by-nights are registered as that.
Yeah.
So I ended up coming
Where
up
the playground is on the roof.
with... The playground is on the rooftop,
Yeah.
and there's no net.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
That shit is dangerous, bro. First time I saw that, I was bugging. I was like, I am confused.
I'm homeschooling.
Yeah.
Literally at this present moment.
Yeah. I lived in GP's town, so I saw a bunch of those.
Oh my God.
Bunch of those.
Chippy's college is even there.
Yeah,
Some-
Jippy's college.
Yeah, yes.
There's a bunch of those, bro.
Yeah, and it's kids, young ones.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah, and they're playing with the ball. That thing, Oh my God.
Ram had one at some point.
Bram does have some. You know, when I saw them, ironically, this guy who had to, I always joke that I didn't do my matric. because I didn't do it the way I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? And I always say when people ask me, on my show, on my live stream, when I review young people's music, and they're like, yo, so I'm 16, I just want to make music. My mom doesn't want. I'm like, bro, like,
Yep.
What are you in a rush for?
Yep.
Hey, bro, life is short, but it's not that short.
Yep.
Like, do school. If you have the gift, it's not going anywhere. Trust me. Finish what you have to finish. The rest you can do at your own leisure. But this has a certain time frame to it, you know? So I forgot what the question was.
I forgot too, man. It's cool. And I'm hoping in some shape or form you did answer
I
it.
know you did because you
I
add a
was
lot.
asking why it's a mixtape. That's all.
Oh yeah. And then so like, because I've got an album coming out and it's called Uno. Yeah, and it is the initials of my daughter Uminati Nandiono Tando, but also numero uno. You know, and it's extremely, for lack of a better word, mature.
Okay.
And so Village in the Trap is where I get to have fun and just play with words and rap, and then while out on the internet when people don't get certain things. And it's like, but Uno, my album Maraza is introspective, it's retrospective, it's an autobiography of the hood, an autobiography of the Za, an autobiography of the A. And yeah, it's just my album Maraza is meant to be a lot more timeless than mixtape Maraza. So that's why I call Village in the Trap the mixtape.
So when you make these projects, you approach them completely different.
Different.
Completely different. Yeah.
Different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
And the R&B project was born from heartbreak.
What heartbreaks? Are you not married?
Well,
Well,
Oh, I'd be.
that one.
Yeah.
Life.
Ish,
that's none of our business, but
that one. So
say less. Yeah.
so yeah, and like when I make album Maraza music, I speak about a lot of things that it's a lot of. So if you listen to my music, don't try too hard to try and pick what did I specifically go through that I'm talking about. Like in any character I speak about, who is me? Because again, one of my most, for lack of a better word, most respected songs, the guy Rapperization, the song that he wanted me to sound like, is called Bengazuguthi Ngenzeni. And people genuinely believed that I've been to prison.
You were robbing people.
Yeah, can't you know I was the victim, right? So
He wants you to be a criminal.
yeah. Which I ain't got I'm I'm playing. But yeah, when I make music, sometimes I'll take an experience that's happened between me and Cali, and I'll rap from Cali's perspective. By the way, I keep calling him Cali. It's for Caliber.
No, they know.
Those that know, if you know, you know.
There's some people that do call.
You know. So yeah, album Maraza is a much more serious, much more introspective offering of music. Like there's a song right now that's written about my father went to work and did not come back home.
We're not taxis, man.
I mean,
He didn't want to do the van thing, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the van thing. Taxis were down.
they killed him.
Oh, my bad, B. My bad, B. My bad. If it makes you feel any better, my father's also late.
Yeah, like no. I never knew the bro, so I was really young. I can't pretend like I'm extremely hurt by it, but you're also getting a glimpse of how I deal with how I use humor to shield certain things.
Before you continue, there's this thing that you do that you never say how you feel about a situation. You always give like a different perspective of something. Like, even when you were talking about your daughter's passing, you didn't say you were hurt, or you didn't say, even when the homie was like, yo, when you're done here, when you're done your thing, can I get your number? Also, you didn't tell us how you feel about that. And even in the song that you were like, you said you wrote, you didn't tell us how you felt about being robbed. You chose a perspective of the robber. Why is that?
Damn. Now that's sobering. I guess I'm still running.
Yeah.
To a degree, I think I'm still hiding. I think that growing up, being raised by women and then raising yourself, when I became older than my father ever was when he passed, I started feeling because I literally started working to earn money when I was 13 years old. And I started feeling like, if I'm going to be very honest with you, it comes from my name. My name is Siphamandla Nkosi. And it means Lord grant us strength. Yeah. My name, ID, is Siphamandla Mhlongo. One name, no middle name, no nothing. When I started wearing my name on my shoulders, I felt an incredible burden to carry everyone else. And yeah, I think that one of the things I did when she passed was I tried my best to be the rock that everyone needed. And so that rock cannot show its cracks. And so every time I show those cracks, I feel like I am not fulfilling not just the destiny of my name, but the demand of it. So there's no time to wallow in how Spamandla feels about something, because Spamandla has to give amandla to those who feel about that same thing. Last year, on the second anniversary of her passing, I was still comforting people. I get calls from people who can't call her mother because they don't want to trigger her. But then they'll call you and cry about the loss of my daughter. And I'll stay on that call and I'll comfort them and I'll tell them it's going to be okay.
But who does that for you?
Shit. Well, I guess I gotta work on that.
That's real.
Yeah, man.
I guess I gotta work on
man.
A lot of us have to.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Grief is it's a crazy concept.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I think what Brody's talking about is even deeper than that, you know? Like even like the loss of my pops. Like when I became older than how old he was when he passed.
How old was he?
He was 25.
He was a kid.
He died as a young.
He was a kid.
Yeah. 68, 78, 88, 92, yeah.
Yo.
25.
And you were 4.
How dare you?
Aging a brother.
My bad. Keep going.
You were young.
You were young. You were a kid.
I was a child.
Yeah.
Can we just...
He was a toddler.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm the GOAT now, so I was a kid.
Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah. You know?
So, yeah, he went to work, and it was during the political
Clashes,
especially in KZN. Pre.
Inkatha and what?
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Absolutely.
Did you guys have that in Limpopo?
Nah.
Oh man, you guys are blessed, yo.
Hella.
Yo, you guys are blessed. You have no idea the
Also,
trauma.
I could be.
It could be wrong.
I could be wrong. You guys got like the re-release apartheid.
When you know.
Not the dead start.
That's the same timeline as us.
but like in Limpopo, I don't think you guys had like a
Was it part of South Africa at the time?
Yeah, you see, there's a lot of you joke, but like there's a lot of yeah. So
we're part of Transvaal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're part of South Africa. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like they didn't deploy. So with us, it was so when it was told, it was like they deployed like a faction of Inkatha and dropped them in hostels.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
and then it just it was just
It was a Maza.
Yeah,
it was a Maza.
Yeah.
It was a Maza. So like that, so I ended up. Ironically, the song I did, it's called Agabuyangu Babekaya. It's Java. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? And so when that happened, I remember, all you hear stories for a long time, and I was just like, Ish, I have to live up to this man that I've never known, that I've never met, and the reason that the reason he was killed, from my understanding, is he wasn't politically affiliated, and there was a certain side that felt, if you're not with us,
let's get down or lay down.
And
with us or against us.
With us or against us, and they laid him down. And then when the SANDF was deployed to the Congo recently, and we lost the people we lost, it just reminded me, because my pops was a security guard, training to enter also training in the police academy. So he would have been SAPS, Yeah, I would have probably like.
I got a homie still in Congo right now. He's in the defense force.
He's still out there.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah, all the best to him. God protects him. God speed wherever he is. And so he passed in that way, and then the SANDF thing happened, and I thought to myself, how many of us have parents, particularly fathers, who go out in the middle of the night to go make a living?
Crazy.
Yeah,
all the dangers.
You're doing that thing again. I'm asking about you personally.
God,
we're not talking about everyone else. We talk about you, how you felt.
Yeah, no, I think I'm still in many pieces, bro. I think I'm still in many pieces, and the only thing that's different is I probably gave up on trying to put together the right glue, and just decided to use whatever pieces are around to prevent the ones that I have that are still whole from breaking like I did.
Yeah.
But I do need to mend myself. I don't know how we're going to do that. But I really think that I first of all, I really appreciate you honing in on it like that, because one of the things is, people talk about the importance of therapy. And I used to say, my therapy is I talk very openly about my issues.
Yeah.
But
not your feelings.
Yeah.
I am masterful
in avoiding. Yeah.
You're literally the first person to call me out on that.
Yeah.
I am masterful at avoiding it, and I don't know how not to.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. I don't know how not to duck and dive.
Yeah.
Except in the music. And I think I just told a lie.
I thought that you were going to say the therapy is the music, like how people would say it.
Yeah, it is, but that's not sufficient.
Yeah, 100%.
No, it's not.
It really isn't.
It really is not.
It really isn't.
Especially because there's no one to say to you, that's a punchline. That's just a bar.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
But let's circle back to this.
Yeah.
It's an outlet. It's not therapy.
It's like, yeah. And I don't know if I'm ready for therapy because I gaslight myself so much.
Into what?
Into temporarily accepting that I'm all right.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally this. I don't mean I don't mean this in a harsh way, but this very welcome interrogation you're doing.
Yeah.
It's making me realize that.
This welcome interrogation.
Yeah, no, absolutely welcome. No, absolutely welcome, because the only I this only happens when I'm by myself in bed at night.
Hey, yo.
That's the word.
That wasn't a yo.
This welcome interrogation only happens when I'm alone at night, in bed at night.
No.
I'm not sure. Himself.
Hey, not a pause. This
From
is cool.
myself.
Let's go.
DIY. No. Yeah, but like, yeah, I do. I am very good at. I'm very good at avoiding being cared for.
Yeah.
I think, because I just spend so much time without anyone caring that I got accustomed to it.
Yeah.
I think I strive of being the one who cares for others.
Yeah.
But at what cost?
Yeah.
It's at such an incredible cost.
Yeah.
I think without trying to diagnose you in any way, but just like from it's somehow stems from abandonment issues. I
diagnose. Imagine.
No, I'm saying it could, because what it sounds like
turning into
somebody left and you felt like you were better. Maybe they left because you were better, and so you feel like now if you become burdensome to people, they may exit your life.
Abandonment issues
is actually right on the money.
I'm not a professional. Y'all can.
So, well, where he's coming from, leading to that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have abandonment issues. I don't identify as having abandonment issues, but I am also good at lying to myself and convincing myself otherwise. But you're absolutely right. The reason why I could do as I pleased in high school is because I was working on the side and living by myself.
You know what I was about to say? I'll tell you what, you've got a toxic male spirit, and you've always had it, the way you tell your story. And when I say a toxic male spirit, like, you were the man of the house before you were even a man.
Yeah, and there was no longer a house.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even like so I'm not saying anything about the abandonment issues. I'm just saying, like, the way you move is like how you were always told as a man to move. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Imagine I'm also saying toxic here.
No, you say. You know what I'm saying?
Of toxicity?
It's toxic to yourself.
No.
It's toxic to yourself. You know what I mean?
I'm injecting humor into something serious.
And you're doing that thing where you're using humor as well to like, hey, let's go, let's move our way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When the mirror's right there, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. You're 100% correct. You are 100% correct. When I came to Jozi, the first time I dropped out of school, because where we lived, mom had left, and the eldest person in the house at the time was my sister.
Yeah.
And she was 13.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Or maybe at most 15. Yeah, I think she was 15 because I was 11.
Come on.
And then
You never had to stop, ne? Like, you've never had a chance to stop. You've just been going.
Come on, bro.
yeah, and then
From 11.
Yeah. So I was a garden boy. I was a caddy, golf caddy at a golf club. I wasn't allowed to work there because I was too young, but they liked me. They would allow me. And then I collected enough money and I just took a taxi to Jozi. And I went touchdown during the June holidays, got there to my mom's, who lived around Ellis Park.
Yeah.
Where Maboneng is
That
now.
wasn't easy too at the time too.
Yeah,
It was
'cause
even worse.
This is 2001.
Come on, bro.
Those factories are abandoned, and then people
It's
come
an
in
influx
and
of just like
and they build mkukus in them, like Jerusalem or the movie. When
they hijack a building.
They hijack a building.
And then they
then they
drywall and
sections.
they do
Absolute bro. Drywall with no roof because the ceilings were really high because these are factories. So it's just drywall, but no roof. Like you could literally throw something into the room for the next person. When I came there,
I remember those. And
I'm like, I'm not going back home. And then I spent the rest of that year not going to school. Then I went back home. I went back to my father's side of home, and I started to feel something that was like a family. But they hated my mother so much they couldn't control how they spoke about her. So they would speak about her like she's also my enemy. You know? And then I couldn't stand that. And then I left again after 2 years. I changed schools 10 times. I left again after 2 years, and I came to Jersey in 2005 to try and live with my mother. And then now I'm coming from my mother's enemies. Now my mother doesn't understand me.
Because
these people are saying this about me, and I'm like, I never got involved in those conversations. And we didn't get along. And 3 months later, I moved out. I got a job at a restaurant in Monte Cassino. I worked for a place called Tuscan Barbecue. Which is now called Billy G's. I worked there.
Throwback.
Dude, I entered a competition on Ukozi FM, a Rama competition.
Career contestant.
I won a gold.
CC.
Yeah, I won a gold medal, and they asked me if I wanted the gold or I wanted the cash. And I asked them to wait, and I went to look at the JSE stock exchange.
You're like, how much is the gold?
Yeah. So I
That's so smart, man.
Yeah, I waited a bit. Like I won that thing. So there was a medal and a bursary. And then I went to a fly-by-night school that was cheaper than the bursary.
So you could get some change.
And I got my change back. And then I was
swindle happened.
Gotta live, you know?
I just lived.
Gotta live.
I started buying my mom.
You need to link up with like a script writer or something, because this is a dope biography.
Hey, yeah.
You probably will.
I probably will. I mean, I know some commissioning editors.
You delve into a lot of pockets. You didn't get to touch on them, but
there's a lot of pockets we didn't even
like
graze.
Hey,
because you're like an ahead person. You know, before AKA did the auto-tune mic, you were doing it.
Yes.
Before streaming became streaming.
Yes.
You're doing it.
Well,
what the DDGs of the world are doing, mixing streaming and music at the same time.
Yes.
You're doing, and this is not like a month before them. This is
years.
No.
No.
This is pre-COVID type shit.
Yeah. Because that's on that break when I was hiding from the world. That's when I started using that as an outlet.
It was crazy. And watching you build it was also insane because you were building it in real time. A la, like how Kanye would show you the process.
Yeah.
You would show the process, everything, building, getting the materials on the ground, laying all of the foundation.
And just by the way, for anyone who's wondering what he means when he says building, he means physically cutting wood.
Like
literally
together and
we're watching.
He's measuring this thing.
The crowd interaction, and also getting the people's opinions on certain things in real time on the songs. So it's like, what intrigues me is what intrigued me back then when we met. Is like how, because you were always intrigued by me going to formal school.
Yes,
you know what I mean? But you knew so much more. You know, like we'd interrogate each other on certain things, and then you would know the world, but I'd always ask myself, how would you do that? And the how is even more intensified now because you were doing so much. When did you have the pockets to nerd out on everything that you nerd out on? And some of the things that you nerd out on are vanity things. You know what I mean? Like you know, timepieces, or escapism things that are inaccessible to like the normal man, like comics. Like comics became hard to access, and then you'd nerd out on. It's a crazy thing. So I'm watching you talk. I'm just like, again, it's the effect that's the 2009 effect. That's like, how?
Bro, very quickly though, my father was a subscriber to Reader's Digest and Mad Magazine. And so I had issues of Mad Magazine from 1989.
Oh, we didn't have magazine. We had Reader's Digest, though.
Yeah, I had Reader's Digest.
Mad was the one with the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoony.
The Mad was in the
big font, black and white.
Yeah.
Sometimes in color, but mostly black and white. And over the years, obviously in the 90s, more in color. And, excuse me, I wrote my first comic book in 1998 when I first came to school in Johannesburg, and I went to Soweto Orlando Easter School called Zizatele Primary, which is I'll take the train to Mlamlankunzi Station. I did 2 grades in 1 year there. I came in to do
How?
I was too advanced.
Was it those times when they were promoting people?
Yeah, I was promoted. Yeah, literally. And when I came back from and I went back again to the school that I'd left, I'd got there, and then I also did 2 grades in 1 year there. Because my reading and writing was on such a crazy level. I was still teaching myself English at the time. But I remember I was so interested in the stars and celestial bodies. I created a character called Orion. Inspired by Orion's belt, you know, and he was fighting my monsters, the monsters I dreamt about in my nightmares, and there was an exchange program between that school and a school in Australia.
Talk about nightmares. This is new. There's so many layers now.
Oh my God, bro.
Okay, to the other school.
It's if I'm being very honest, very briefly, very quickly, we asked rappers talk about lean and everything and all those things. I think the one reason why I got into lean was because I couldn't stand remembering my dreams.
Yeah.
And we had this exchange program with a school in Australia where they made books and we made books, and mine were all hand-drawn, handwritten, and then photocopied. And then they were sent. And then we got their books, Microsoft Word Art. Binder.
Clip art.
Color. Clip art there. I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, Jimmy Olsen graphics your story is trash, but these graphics are buffing. And my book was the best one on that side. Because it had a storyline, a villain, a character arc, short, but...
And some art as well.
Horrendous art. I've never been good at drawing. But that's how I take care of my dreams at that time. And when they intensified, I picked up the purple cup.
Oh,
you just picked up weed.
Guys,
I just did that now.
We're going to be here forever, man.
We need a part 2,
No way!
A part 2.
No way, this is the time.
It turned into therapy.
It did. That's actually why I started my podcast, which I abandoned.
I remember.
Yeah, the life.
You'd love to sit on the couch.
Far. The life so far.
I used to watch that.
Oh, damn. I think I might just bring it back and just find a way to not make it about me.
Because but like it was dope because like you would interview people, like it was like maybe if you guys, this interview was just between you guys and you guys would talk about like
your experiences
and like,
especially the shared ones.
There's a different element that comes into play. It's not just journalism there. The familiarity also like brings like the chemistry out, and it just like the person opens up to you in a way that they won't open up to other people. So it just brings out some stuff that a lot of journalists can't get.
No, that's real, man. No, shout out. This is
sobering.
Extremely. Okay?
Yeah, the most sobering episode in a while. Yeah.
I hope so. I felt like I was blabbering on too much. But man. I'm quite grateful. Thank you so much, guys, for having me.
I just want to tell you this. Village in the Trap is good. You with the kids doesn't sound out of place. You don't sound like an old man standing with the kids trying to be cool with them. It's like it shows that you're tapped in and then it also feels natural. Your place feels natural there.
I appreciate it, my dog.
so it's
Because
really
if
good.
there's one thing I always am is a fan, dude.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I'm still finding MTs and fascinated by discovering them. It's
Marvelous
a beautiful
stuff,
thing.
man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. And I hope it brings unintentional fruit to you, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The sweetest kind.
Hope you go up that tree and get
I hope
reception
so,
with the gods.
Feel me?
Now, real talk, man. You've been a stand-up dude, and everybody would vouch for that.
Appreciate you.
Oh, you're a
We
real
appreciate
nigga.
you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you,
man.
man.
We appreciate you,
R.I.P.
Raza.
Dad. You know what I mean?
With that said, shout out to my moms.
Are we?
We out.
Yes, sir.